Hi, Irina Garg is going to share a remarkable story of hope, faith and belief in the inherent good nature of mankind. This beautiful story is written by Selma Lagerlöf, a Swedish writer, rendering the message that the emotions of love and acceptance can reform others. This story is set amidst the mines of Sweden, rich in iron ore. Rattrap is a story of a man who falls into the trap of material benefits provided by the world, but is able to redeem himself of his greed through love and understanding. So let's get started. Once upon a time, there was a tramp who went around selling rat traps. Even so, his clothes were in rags, his cheeks were sunken, and hunger gleamed in his eyes. Since the business wasn't profitable, he often resorted to both begging and petty thievery to keep his body and soul together.
Please, can you give me something? I am starving. Hope nobody is around. Let me take this, I can sell it. The world is nothing but a rat trap. It never existed for any other purpose than to set baits for people. It offers riches and joys, food and shelter, heat and clothing, just like the Rattrap offers cheese and pork. As soon as someone let himself be tempted to touch the bait, it closed on him. Sir, I am a poor man without food and no place to sleep in this cold. Kindly give me shelter for tonight.
Welcome. Let me cook some porridge for you. Then we both will play Majolas. I used to work in Ramshaw Ironworks as a crofter. Now that I can't do day labor, my cowbossy supports me. And last month I received all of 30 kroner in payment.
The crofter was quite generous with his confidences and showed the rat trap peddler 30 kroner bills. The next day both men got up in good season and left the house at the same time. The peddler returned after half an hour. He only went up to the window, smashed a pane, got hold of the pouch with the 30 kroners. He took the money and went away. The peddler was satisfied with his smartness. It didn't seem wise to continue on the public highway. So he turned off the road and walked into the wood.
Oh God. I have got lost into this big and confusing forest. The whole forest, with its trunks and branches, its thickets and fallen logs, closed in upon me like an impenetrable prison from which I cannot escape. Can I stay here for the night?
Hum. Oh, of course, it is you, Nils Olaf. How you do look.
God knows things have gone downhill with me.
You should not have resigned from the regiment. That was the mistake. Well, now of course you will come home with me.
No, I couldn't think of it.
Please don't think that I have such a fine home that you cannot show yourself there. Elizabeth is dead, my boys are abroad, and there is no one at home except my oldest daughter and myself. We didn't have any company for Christmas. Now come along with me and help us make the Christmas food disappear a little faster.
No, I cannot come.
It looks as though Captain von Staho preferred to stay here tonight.
My name is Edla Wilmanson. I am so sorry, Captain, that you are having such a hard time. My father came home and said that you wanted to sleep here in the forge tonight. I asked permission to bring you home. You may be sure, Captain, that you will be allowed to leave us just as freely as you came. Only please stay with us over Christmas Eve.
It would never have occurred to me that you would bother with me yourself, miss. I will come at once.
First of all, we must see to it that he gets a little flesh on his bones. And then we must see that he gets something else to do than to run around the country selling rat traps.
It is queer that things have gone downhill with him as badly as that. Last night I did not think there was anything about him to show that he had once been an educated man.
You must have patience, my little girl. As soon as he gets clean and dressed up, you will see something different. The tramp manners will fall away from him with the tramp clothes. Last night he was naturally embarrassed. What does this mean?
It is not my fault, sir. I never pretended to be anything but a poor trader, and I pleaded and begged to be allowed to stay in the forge. But no harm has been done. At worst I can put on my rags again and go away.
Well, it was not quite honest, either. You must admit that. I should not be surprised if the sheriff would like to have something to say in the matter.
Now I am going to tell you, Mr. Iron Master, how things are. This whole world is nothing but a big rat trap. All the good things that are offered to you are nothing but cheese rinds and bits of pork, set out to drag a poor fellow into trouble. And if the sheriff comes now and locks me up for this, then you, Mr. Iron Master, must remember that a day will come when you yourself may want to get a big piece of pork. And then you will get caught in the trap.
That was not so badly said, my good fellow. Perhaps we should let the sheriff alone on Christmas Eve. But now get out of here as fast as you can.
I think he ought to stay with us today. I don't want him to go.
What in the world are you doing?
I am thinking of this stranger here. He walks and walks the whole year long, and there is probably not a single place in the whole country where he is welcome and can feel at home. Wherever he turns he is chased away. Always he is afraid of being arrested and cross-examined. I should like to have him enjoy a day of peace with us here, just one in the whole year. It was all a mistake, of course. But anyway, I don't think we ought to chase away a human being whom we have asked to come here, and to whom we have promised Christmas cheer.
You do preach worse than a parson. I only hope you won't have to regret this.
Now sit down and eat. You can keep the suit. It was my father's intention to let you keep it as a Christmas gift. You need not return it. And if you want to spend a warm Christmas next year at a peaceful place where no evil would befall you, you are welcome back.
Yes, that was a fine fellow you let into the house. I only wonder how many silver spoons are left in the cupboard by this time. Where is the peddler? He is a thief. He has stolen old Crofter's money. The man has already left and took nothing with him. He has also left a little package for Miss Edla if she would be kind enough to accept it as a Christmas present.
Honored and noble miss, since you have been so nice to me all day long, as if I was a captain, I want to be nice to you, in return, as if I was a real captain, for I do not want you to be embarrassed at this Christmas season by a thief. But you can give back the money to the old man on the roadside, who has the money pouch hanging on the window frame as a bait for poor wanderers. The rat trap is a Christmas present from a rat who would have been caught in this world's rat trap if he had not been raised a captain, because in that way he got power to clear himself. Written with friendship and high regard, Captain Von Stahel.